How do you guys, and welcome to another video. And well, where do I start? This week has probably been one of the worst weeks of my life. This is one tired face.
Welcome to Jordan Morrison Racing. I love cars, motorbikes, anything with an engine.
How do you guys, and welcome to a very tired face this morning. And today's not going to be a normal vlog, it's going to be rather interesting, but I am winging this one as well. This is pretty much as fresh and as current as vlogs go, because the vlog is about this BMW M2, and I'm not going to be driving it fast or showing you what it can do or talking about how amazing it actually is. The reason why is because last night I was broken into and they tried taking this car off me. Literally 2 o'clock this morning, 3 people in my house tried taking this car off me. It ain't happening. So that's what this is about. But let's rewind a bit, because this isn't my car, to why I've got this car. This is a bad week, and you know, a lot of YouTube stars, yeah, great week, good week, this, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to show you whether I have a good week or a bad week, okay? Because that is what life's about. Life isn't all great and fancy, and reality kicks in sometimes, and reality definitely kicked in. So let's take you back to Monday, why the week started off badly. I have a Volkswagen T5 as a daily, and that van broke down on the motorway. Was going to film it all, but to be fair to the AA, they came very quickly, wasn't expecting it, and didn't get a chance to vlog properly. But here's what happened in short. How do you guys? Good morning, and my God, I wasn't expecting to be vlogging from here. I really wasn't. So what's happened was, today, got out, was going to pick up my new alloys for the van, and jumped on the motorway, and yep, she's died on me. So AA picked up the van, they recovered it. I've got AA breakdown and warranty cover, and to be fair to the AA, they've been absolutely fantastic. They've been really, really good. So what happened from there was, I rang my mate and said, mate, van's dead us, it needs fixing, got no vehicle at the moment. And my mate said, well, tell you what, go and take the M2, I'm not using it at the moment, I don't mind lending it to you, take the M2. And I'm like, heck, are you sure? He's like, yeah, go for it. I was like, mate, massively appreciate it, just means that I can get from A to B and do the things that I need to. So picked up the M2, thought, oh, this is feisty. I mean, it is feisty, it's fantastic, especially in the wet. But I'm not talking too much about the car. But I thought, fantastic, this car's great, I can go do a food shop, I can have a bit of a play with it, I can stick my little in it, I can do everything in it. Thank you very much, dude. So then, obviously, I've had the car and I've just been enjoying it. It's been great, no issues. And I've been wary, you know, parking up in car parks and stuff like that, people dinging doors. Getting idiots just want to race you every minute in another car. I've had all that in this BMW M2 already. And everything was going cool. Until last night, 2 o'clock in the morning. Hence the panda eyes and looking like death right this second. So 2 o'clock this morning, well, I tell you what, instead of telling you, I'll show you the footage first. So, try some magic. So as you can see in the footage there, basically, and I am talking basics here, what happened was the Golf R, which is a Mark 7 Golf R, it sort of not stopped outside the house, but you can tell it's had a look, and then it's moved on a bit, and the brake lights sort of stop at the very end and it's not seen again. But literally, as this Golf R sort of brakes and you see it at the end of the road, you then see these beautiful, three balaclavaed up guys in all black walking down the street. That's not normal. Not at 2:30 in the morning, it's not anyway. So what they then do is sort of look at the M2, look at the back of it, weigh up what they're doing, and then they decide to climb over next door's garden. And they climb over the garage and then enter my garage. So I'm fast asleep, Mrs. is fast asleep, and then the house alarm goes off and I'm like, that's unusual, it never goes off, our house alarm, never. Looked out the front like you do, you just look out, you naturally look out the window of the room that you're in. So I looked out the window, nothing there. Okay, so my missus is then turning the alarm off at this point, and I'm looking out the side window then, and honest to God, I thought I was still dreaming. The back garage door was open and the light was on. At that point, my missus is ringing the police and I'm out the back door into the garden where these lads are then hopping over everyone's back fences, because there's no path, there's no road at the back of mine. It is literally gardens and gardens. So you could hear all these lads just hopping over. So instead of hopping over, I thought, right, well, I'm just going to run onto the road because I've not got to make pace really going garden hopping. So as I run onto the road and run basically round the block, I believe that they got away in the Golf. So I think that there was 4 of them, because 3 of them were in the house or the garage and 1 of them was ready in the car, ready to go. What happened from there was, well, I came back home, my missus was on the phone to the police still giving them information. The police presence was fantastic. The police presence was amazing. They had the dog out as well, and they were on about bringing a bloody helicopter. Bearing in mind, nothing's been nicked at this point, but hats off to the police, cannot praise them enough. So yeah, these lads have got off, and basically that was it. And it just shows, like, I don't own this car, but if I did and I'd worked so hard for it and they'd come in my house like that, I couldn't think of anything worse. So that's the reason why I've been up at 2 this morning and now it's getting returned. I am ready to see the back of it because I don't need that. Do you know what I mean? We've never had a problem at our house before. We've never had any break-ins, no issues. This car was targeted for a reason. They wanted this car. This car must have been on a list. The M2s, well, they're not really used in robberies. They're used for parts and they're used to sort of ship abroad and sell. So it's just quite scary really. But, you know, I chased after him in my pretty pyjama bottoms and I gave them a run for the money and they didn't get anything. So 1-0 me. And it just comes to show you this can't be any more realistic, you know. And I thought I may as well vlog it because shit happens. It's just whether you learn from it and you deal with it. And the wrong thing would have been to have kept the car. The car had to go at that point. There was no point in keeping it. I've done a lot of research into these lads. I've got the CCTV footage. I spoke to a couple of contacts. But also I've been on Facebook, I've shared it there from the video that I put up of different cars in different areas. So the power of Facebook, do not underestimate. If you ask nicely, you may find. And that's it really, that is it. So I'm going to return the car and call it a day, because although I'm now vehicle-less, doesn't matter. My family are much more important. And as my mate said, who owns this car, he said, listen mate, don't worry about it. I mean, he couldn't be any cooler about the whole thing. That's why he's such a legend. But he was like, listen mate, don't worry about it. It's a piece of metal, it's insured, it can be replaced. Yeah, it's just a rubbish one really. You can't have anything these days. You literally can't have anything, which is a shame. So, on that note, I'm going to have a good week next week, hopefully, and this will all be forgotten about, and I'll be a happy man again, and no BMWs got hurt in the making of this. I didn't get hurt in the making of this. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is real content. This is as realistic as you can get. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please find a beep that did this. If you have any information, please contact me, and have a fantastic week. And if it's a bad week, don't worry about it, because the week after it might be good. Bye 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 bye.